jobs from its UK operations in an effort to save £74 million. Now, the cuts are being made at its Clydesdale and Yorkshire banks, which it owns. NAB says it's made the decision in light of deteriorating business conditions in Britain. Well, Chris Skinner is a banking consultant and chairman of the Financial Services Club. He joins me now from our Central London studio. Chris, thanks for joining us. It's been there's been a consultation, hasn't there, a review of business over the last few months. Do you think this is the right route to take?
Well, as you said, it's National Australia Bank, so they're an Australian bank, which in Australia the economy is not like the UK or Europe, it's not contracting in the same way. And what they've said here is that they're seeing a deep recession, it's double dip. Equally, they were trying to make expansion by buying Royal Bank of Scotland's branches. They failed to get those. And I think in light of all of the economic and business climate, they're saying it makes sense to retrench a little bit.
Doesn't give us, it gives us a clear view, doesn't it, of how NAB views the UK economy. It's more saying the downturn is longer and slower to recover than experienced in the 1930s following the Great Depression. Not really, talking positively about the UK economy here.
I think there's also a deeper point in that on the same day they made this announcement, the Item Club, which is an influential economics group, has said that there will be massive write-offs of corporate debt in the UK, most of it concentrated in the northwest of England and Wales, which is where, as you mentioned, Yorkshire and Clydesdale are going to be deeply affected by those corporate write-offs. So I think they're thinking also about the future and saying, if we're going to write off a lot of debt here, particularly corporate debt, which is where we are exposed, maybe we should do more restructuring now rather than later.
And it looks like the restructuring really is taking NAB back to its core business, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, it's expanded heavily in corporate loans and mortgages, commercial mortgages. Those are not good areas. So they're going back to core retail banking and being an efficient Northern bank and Scottish bank. Having said that, last week we heard HSBC is laying off people. We hear that Lloyds, RBS regularly are taking people out of the business. It's not a good climate in banking right now.
No, indeed. Chris Skinner, thank you very much. Other news now, the boss of the British insurer Aviva has